This shit is situated too. Yeah. Hold on. We finna be in a mix. What's happening with your cousin? We finna be in a mix. Give me 2 seconds. I'm finna get myself together. We got some shit to get into. Fuck is that coming in? There we go. Started out with some shit real quick. Guess we start here. There's no more stress to find, and I'm too far behind. And I love to let you go. I love to let you go. You're always on my mind. Yeah, for you and me, the pretty was in the my chain. Yeah. I feel for me to get it, we're gonna put you on my chain. How about I hide in a place so you can come find me? How about we meet in the mind? How about we meet in the mind? How about I hide in a place so you can come find me? I freeze you some music so you get these whips and you putting on my chain. Let me get a good grip, that rest get splitting. I'm feeling it dripping on my face. You get on your back and you get the staff until I get hit with that highway. The way that you soak and how I control it, Moses is my name. At the spot, the flow of the water don't stop like Moses is my name. You was throwing it back, I gave it a smack, and I felt the splash like the tide came and put it in motion. I surfed the ocean and pray for the tide change. Climbing on top and you want like a clock, I swear everything stopping the time change. How about I hide in a place so you can come find me? How about we meet in the morning? How about we meet in the morning? How about I hide in a place so you can come find me? How about we meet in the morning? How about we meet in the How about we pray hard and seek? Only you know where we meet, only you know where we meet. Only you know when where we meet, it's the place only you know, no matter what. Only a place where you can go, know where to find me. You know where you meet me every time, no matter what. You know where you meet me every time, no matter what. I ain't in a place that I'm good every time. I'm in a place and know the meeting in the morning. How about I hide in a place so you can come find me? How about we meet in the morning? How about we meet in the morning? I'm finna take a trip to Japan, we gon' need the chopstick. I got pole on the low, case we need the mop shit. Knock his noodles out the bowl since he speaking hot shit. I can't get it any dough, I don't need a locksmith. You gon' make me turn your lion's den into a lion's pen. Jumped up out the fire, landed in the frying pan. Tell JJ that I'm Daniel in the lion's den. And if he even show his teeth, then I be looking like a lion's fan. I'm tryna leave unseen with this Judah pack. They got me out here maneuvering with sewer rats. I'm tryna lead Judah brains all in Judah lap. That's the size of Judah Nazareth to Judah Knack. Then a return to the scene, I'm just cruising back. I'm just a killer, so I figured I'd do a lap. Like the whole HOK got Judah back. I heard Sonetta found this lid and try to screw it back, but couldn't salvage no remains, so we threw this is where we move them back. We gon' draw a line in this section. Know I'm connected, but never name my connect. That ain't a question, it's the closest you get into a confession. Take a trip to Japan, we gon' need the chopstick. I got poles on the low, case we need the mop shit. Knock his noodles out the bowl since he speaking hot shit. I can't get it any dough, I don't need a locksmith. You gon' maybe turn your lion's den into a lion's pen. Jumped up out the fire, landed in the frying pan. Tell JJ that I'm Daniel in the lion's den. And if he even show his teeth, then I be looking like a lion's fan. The only typing nigga I know that to the most lies. When he put it on his kids, it's sold in the most high. He look you dead in your face in both eyes. If something happened to them babies, then you know why. I see polite set a standard that you hold high. I had the bar so low, couldn't go by. Draw a line on you niggas playing both sides. I'm in the face of JJ 7K with a 4-5. Got me out here picking strays, ain't it funny, cat? Why they call them lions then? I used to wonder that. Until I see them get on Sonetta and do a thunderclap. Hear him say he lying, I put a cage on the thundercat. Dare you to make me get the tape and have to run it back. Watch him play like he immune to the fact. He just left Sonetta, but he's soon to be back. Lions den, get around, that's community cat. Lone wolf, but I ain't moving in pack. I hit Japan, you can feel it in your shoes like I'm moving the map. He getting nailed to the cross, we keep it Judah intact. This flood of tsunami is moving them back. This kick in the body lets you bring in a fight. These niggas is on the spectrum, they ain't bringing no light. It's such a shame they claim the fame is off the name of polite. Flip a switch, don't they all look the same in the light? Pop my shit, I'm just putting the team on. Trying to see how much love they got to give when the steam gone. Wouldn't be blue if I ain't give it a theme song. Just look around, I ain't been on the scene long. When the last time you think Judah done been home? No time soon, cause that nigga been gone. He put the crown on the pie and to me it just seemed wrong. Take a knee, or get a bow at Queens. Finna take a trip to Japan, we gon' need the chopstick. I got poles on the low, case we need the mop shit. Knock his noodles out the bowl since he speaking hot shit. I can't get it any dough, I don't need a locksmith. You gon' make me turn your lion's den into a lion's pen. Jumped up out the fire, landed in the frying pan. Tell JJ that I'm Daniel in the lion's den. And if he even show his teeth, then I be looking like a lion's fan. I told y'all it wasn't go in with him. Yeah. They better put out an APB to find you. Yeah. I already told y'all where JJ gonna be at. Right back on Sonetta lap. Quit playing with you and them little kids. Y'all mentioned the name of my chat. I'm straight, bro. We got him. What you said, hood therapy? I'm finna take a trip to Japan, we gon' need the chopstick, we gon' need the chopstick, we gon' need the chopstick, we gon' need the chopstick. Oh, you want a solar mine?
What's happening? My fault, man. Shout out to the family. You already know. I know it's been a minute. Hold on, let me make sure, man. Yeah, y'all can't hear me. Shout out to everybody that's in the mix. Those that's, you know, that's in the chat. Those that's cloud watching. Shout out to my loco, Jesse Paris in the building. What's happening with you, the mayor in the mix? What's good, TMKC? We got MK the Mac in here. What's happening with you? What's happening? Yeah. I was trying to go outside, I can smoke, but it's like 1,000 degrees outside right now, so we ain't finna do no show outside for a little bit. Oh God, it's 112. Nigga head hurt instantly even thinking about that shit. But yeah, we got some news to get into today. Yo, yo. Let's get on into it. Is this it? Law and crime? I don't know. But it looks like there will officially, it will be a Madea Goes to Jail. This time Madea will be starring Tyler Perry in the sequel, going to fucking prison, yo. I don't know what these folks thinking right now, yo. I don't know what they thinking. And I'm gonna be real with you. The only thing I need to hear is that this ain't this nigga in the text messages. Is that that's somebody else's number writing nobody back under Tyler Perry's name? Cause if not, Madea going back to jail. Just let you know. Madea will be going back to jail. It just ain't even no getting around that. Let's see, man. It's just what we looking for today. I mean, it's bad, yo. It's bad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And right now it's just a lawsuit. And this won't be the end of it, right? A lot of them people that come under that Quentin Tarantino tree, you gonna watch a lot of them niggas fall. So what's the other dude? Lee Daniels? Yeah, Lee Daniels. The white boy that put Lee Daniels on? Yeah, him too. Yeah, him too. They more than likely finna get him too. We just gonna keep it 1,000. Right now, these niggas don't mind fucking up blatantly. And then the worst part about the Tyler Perry situation, like I said, the only thing I need to hear is that this was not this dumbass nigga being this damn sloppy in text messages. Like the shit so sloppy, he threatening the man job, yo, in a text message. Man, we finna get to this shit. The man literally threatening the man job in the text message. Like, bro, you gotta be out of your mind, bro. The nigga sent the warning shot. Everybody else, they probably on the set. You finna find out, bro. Folks been on this show the whole time not knowing that it was goddamn Doug's real life they was acting out. Like, that's gonna be the worst part. They finna find out it was this nigga's real life they been acting out. The whole fucking time. The whole time. Nigga goddamn shot Doug, nigga. That nigga, we don't know if Doug coming back next season. Excuse me. The nigga on life support. Literally. And it's all dependent on what he do next. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. You talking about first, you Diddy done. And then, you know the worst part, man, the nigga is literally in the text messages joking about Harvey Weinstein at the same time. Bruh, like, you can't be this stupid, bro. I'm like, it ain't no way, bro. I gotta be able to see on everything I love. They finna show me, bro. This was not your
Google
motherfucking
Fiber
face, bro. This is not really you. They didn't put your name.
has
He
arrived in
put Tyler
Mesa.
Perry
Tired of confusing
in his
pricing,
phone. There's
added
probably
equipment
somebody
fees,
totally
data
different. It
caps,
gotta
and
be.
slow gigabit
It
internet?
gotta
With
be.
Google Fiber, our
There is no
Breaking news
possible
coming into
way
the Law
this
and
nigga
Crime.
was this sloppy.
Actor, director, and film titan
Peace, Amber. How
Tyler
you feeling
Perry
today?
is the latest celebrity
Appreciate
to
you
be
in the
accused
building.
of sexual assault. We got our hands on a new lawsuit filed Friday in Los Angeles Superior Court by an actor named Derek Dixon, who starred on one of Perry's hit shows. We want to break down this lawsuit and what it could mean for the movie mogul. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. So to start off, Dixon is suing Tyler Perry, the individual, as well as his production studio. That studio is called TPS Production Services, LLC. That stands for Tyler Perry Studios in Action, LLC. And he is looking for $260 million. Dixon, who portrayed a lead role in Perry's show called The Oval, is claiming 10 causes of action for the civil suit: quid pro quo sexual harassment, work environment sexual harassment, workplace gender violence, violation of the Bain Act, a California law that protects against violation of someone's civil rights through force or coercion, sexual battery,
What I gotta drop the frames too.
sexual assault, negligent retention, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and retaliation. Let's get
Man, hold up, y'all. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. I'm finna lose my shit right now. Hold up. Damn, they got me fucked up right now. Shit better
into
work. I don't know what the
this
hell it's
lawsuit. The
tripping on.
complaint
Everything
starts
was
off
working
by
just
saying,
fine.
quote, "This case arises from a sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetrated by Tyler Perry, a powerful media mogul, against plaintiff Derek Dixon, a professional actor and screenwriter. Mr. Perry is an American actor, filmmaker, and playwright who has built one of the most successful careers in the film and television industry. Mr. Perry took his success
This shit crazy. Then 260 mil, bro. Like for real, man. 260 mil, bruh. You reckless, Tyler. This shit was ridiculously reckless. Fuck is wrong with everything, man? I ain't got no business to be acting like this. Oh God. Oh, shit. Man, ain't nothing wrong with this shit. Bro, this shit getting horrible. Oh my God. I don't know what's up right now, bro. This shit acting stupid. Just updated it. So ain't no reason for this shit to even do this. Oh God.
and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a coercive.
What's good with you, Judge Erica? Peace, peace. I'm trying to be calm. I ain't even gonna lie to you. On everything I fucking love right now, I'm trying to be calm right now. I can just not flip my shit. Cause it ain't no fucking reason right now. I know it ain't no reason. Ain't no fucking reason right now. No reason. Fuck that. We finna do the Wi-Fi test live, bro. Damn, this shit better stop tripping. Fuck is going on? We'll do this shit live right the fuck now, man. They ain't finna play with me like this. Check that shit. Finna check that shit. That's crazy word. Crazy word. My shit played the whole way, bro. Now it's like nothing. Oh man, I swear to God, bro. This shit is stupid. I know exactly what I'm trying to do. Plug it to another internet. This shit don't fucking work. Fuck everything. Oh God, bro. That's why I ain't been going live, bro. Oh God, this shit been tripping. And I know it ain't shit but OBS. That shit will not update. Swear to God. Man, how this shit ain't, man, dawg, I don't even know. I ain't even finna do that shit. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Breaking news coming into Law and Crime. Actor, director, and film titan.
Start there. I wanna see something. Now, if this bitch play a song, bro, oh God, I'm gonna go the fuck off. On everything low, I'm gonna go the fuck off. I'm gonna go the fuck off. Nope, like that.
Chico say he get a bird through.
It ain't a fucking song. I don't know what, man, dawg, I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. You don't even you don't even know how fast the internet is. So it ain't the song. Now it wants to work. Maybe. What did you say? What in the diary of what up, hood? Yeah, for real. They Tyler trying to shut me down, god damn it. The Illuminati's type shit right here. It's definitely an Illuminati ass shit right here. And then hold on, man. I gotta figure out something.
Director and film titan Tyler Perry is the latest celebrity to be accused of sexual assault. We got our hands on a new lawsuit filed Friday in Los Angeles Superior Court by an actor claiming 10 causes of action for the civil suit: quid pro quo sexual harassment, work environment sexual harassment, workplace gender violence, violation of the Bain Act, a California law that protects against violation of someone's civil rights through force or coercion, sexual battery, sexual assault, negligent retention, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and retaliation. Let's get into this lawsuit. The complaint starts off by saying, quote, "This case arises from a sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetrated by Tyler Perry, a powerful media mogul, against plaintiff Derek Dixon, a professional."
Hey, did you know you might get a big cash payout if you were in a car accident in the last year? Yep, even if you weren't driving, just click the link around this video to see how much you can get. You answer
A professional actor and screenwriter. Mr. Perry is an American actor, filmmaker, and playwright who has built one of the most successful careers in the film and television industry. Mr. Perry took his success and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a coercive, sexually exploitive dynamic with Mr. Dixon, initially promising him career advancement and creative opportunities, such as producing his pilot and casting him in his show, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault, and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. These events occurred while Mr. Dixon was employed as a series regular on the Tyler Perry show, The Oval, and while Mr. Perry held direct control over his employment, compensation, and creative opportunities.
And like, god damn. And if we gonna be real about it, yo, like for real. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I can't tell. Oh, fuck. Let me put this back in. Yeah, I'm finna sign. Do something else. Hold on. But like, bro, it be niggas who be like, yo, what? I don't see what he did wrong. Like, nigga, you slapping ass on the line and shit it's not the same as the owner of the fucking store, bro, walking in harassing people, bro. Like that shit is totally different ball game. Like, yeah, your ass probably nigga can get your dumb ass fired, nigga. This nigga will lose his whole goddamn store being that stupid. Like this shit crazy. Hold on, damn, I gotta find this shit. It's too much going on. Let's see here. There we go. Connected. All right, let's switch up. Yeah, we're gonna switch to goddamn internet. Let's see what happens. Shit better play now.
Opportunities. This lawsuit even compares Perry to some other infamous celebrities who have been called out for their behavior in the past. Quote, just like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Kevin Spacey, Roger Ailes, and many others in the industry, Mr. Perry's success has led him to believe that money and influence can get him whatever he wants. That belief slowly transformed into the false idea that Mr. Perry can get whomever he wants. According to the lawsuit, Dixon was working as part of an event staff at a party that Perry was hosting in Atlanta when Perry noticed him
This
and
shit
offered
ain't
him the
making no
chance
fucking
to audition
sense right
for
now.
a part in one of his hit TV shows. Before we get back to this bombshell lawsuit involving Tyler Perry, I want to bring you a law and crime legal
Okay. I don't want to hear that part. Let's go.
weren't properly warned about this risk. It is free to check. It takes just a few minutes and you don't pay unless they win. So
Ain't
scan the
that an
QR
epidural
code
shot?
on your screen. You can
Ain't that
also
what
click
this
the link
is?
in the description of this
Somebody
video
gonna have
or go to
to educate me. The IC Depot shot. That's the.
www.forthepeople.com/LCDEPO to see if you
They talking
qualify.
about the what you call it, ain't it?
Dixon did have a small part on Perry's show called Ruthless. Then he
Damn.
returned to his event staff job, through which he was hired to work at Perry's parties in places like Los Angeles and Jackson Hole, Wyoming. As Dixon spent more time with Perry, he says that Perry would flirt with him through text messages and his advances became more aggressive. Dixon
Like,
claims
dude,
that he was
text
invited to
messages, you
Perry's Georgia
dumbass
home
nigga.
where he
It's
and
bad
Perry
enough we
drank
got
together.
Shannon
When Perry
Sharp
told him he
as
was too drunk to
big
drive
dumbass
and
voice
offered
on
him
the.
his guest bedroom, Dixon says he accepted. But then he claims that while
Like, at least Shannon Sharp thought his stupid ass was being smart by being on the phone. Your dumb ass sending text messages, bro. Just a long ass paper trail. Like, nigga, what are you doing? Power to the dark side. Shout out to the Sith Lord of the building. What's good, y'all, mate? What's good? What's good? Yeah, these niggas is tripping. Nigga done put himself in the same boat as Harvey Weinstein. And then the worst part about it, I'm telling y'all, your boy is next. What's the nigga name? Lee Daniels. Watch what I tell you. Lee Daniels. Then who else will it be? Uh, what? I can't think of the other dude name, man. It's a dude. We might watch that shit. Dude said he hung around Quentin Tarantino so much that they used to call him Lil Quentin, and he is actually, in fact, the one who put Lee Daniels on. But y'all see.
he was asleep, Perry climbed into bed with him and tried to initiate sex. Dixon says he tried to distance himself from Perry, but he was offered a role on Perry's show, The Oval. The lawsuit then reads, Dixon did his best to tiptoe around Tyler Perry's sexual aggression while keeping on Mr. Perry's good side. Mr. Perry made it clear to Dixon that if Dixon ignored Perry or failed to engage with the sexual innuendos, Dixon's character would die in the next season. Indeed, Dixon's character Dale was shot 4 times in the chest.
Bro, I know I ain't just here that.
At the end of his or failed to engage with the sexual innuendos, Dixon's character would die in the next season. Indeed, Dixon's character
Die.
Dale was shot 4 times in the chest at the end of his first season on the Oval, and Perry always held this over Dixon's head, implying that Dale would survive if Dixon kept Perry, quote, happy.
Whoa, hey, yo, bro. Yo, Tyler Perry is a fucking asshole, bro. If this shit is real, yo, and them text messages is real, you a real deal asshole for this shit. So meanwhile, motherfuckers is like, just think about this shit. Niggas have been on the over the whole time, probably. Ain't nobody been shot yet, right? Out of nowhere, they like, hey, yo, you gotta shoot Dale. Like, huh? Shooting Dale comes out of fucking nowhere. Niggas is like, damn, what the hell? The whole time, nigga, he talking dead to Dixon, nigga, through Dale. Like, yeah, Dale gonna be on life support after getting shot 4 fucking times. We'll see if he if he survives next year. They don't even know. For Dale, this shit is real life right now. This nigga is goddamn survival after being shot 4 times is dependent on what he do next. Shit's crazy. Nigga just rewriting shit, nigga, overnight.
According to the complaint, Perry had made it clear to Dixon that he would kill characters in order to get an actor to be loyal.
Yo. See now, this where he really fucked up at. Cause who all did he kill? Let's think about who he killed. What's what's the dude name from Why Did I Get Married that was married to Janet Jackson? What's that nigga name? Oh, I can't think of I don't even know his name. Remember at the end of Why Did I Get Married? I think it was like 2. Cuz pulled off in the car and he pulled off and got into a wreck arguing with Janet Jackson ass and killed himself. Nigga got killed out of nowhere. And remember, it turned out to never end up being a goddamn 3 like it was supposed to be. Crazy shit, right? So it's crazy. We gonna really have to go back and look at all the characters, yo, that it got killed off, cause that could be a fucking sign. Like a nigga that was on life support, and then he magically came back to life and shit. Nigga was like, he got 50 cents in there and everything. We gonna know, like, damn, cuz got right. Cuz got his attitude together, guaranteed. But let's go.
Or obedient. During the pandemic, Dixon says Perry convinced him to stay in one of the houses that was part of Tyler Perry's studios. Quote, in or around April of 2020, and while Dixon was living in the studio homes on set, Perry often coerced Dixon to drink alcohol and then get on the phone with Perry. Perry would frequently have someone drop off alcohol.
And I'm sorry, bro. Being groomed as a grown ass man by another grown ass man is diabolical work.
At Dixon's door, Perry would eventually turn these phone calls into sexually explicit rants. Perry would get frustrated with Dixon and tell Dixon that he was not giving Perry, quote, what he needs. Dixon's refusal to succumb to Perry's sexual advances caused Perry to be ever more frustrated. Eventually, Perry warned Dixon that if Dixon told his castmates about the harassment, Dixon would be opening himself up to lots of, quote, questions and foolishness, and demanded that Dixon not discuss any of their conversations with his castmates. Dixon's lawsuit also listed out some of the sexual commentary by Perry that Dixon claimed he experienced while filming The Oval in 2020. This is what he says that Perry told him. Dixon said that Perry told him, quote, that he liked being choked. That was after Dixon's character was choked by a cast member in a scene on The Oval. Perry also allegedly said, why do you twist your hips?
Wait
Cast
a minute,
member,
Wait a minute.
quote, that he liked being choked. That was after Dixon's character was choked by a cast member in a scene on The Oval. Perry also allegedly
For no
said,
probably
why do you
fucking
twist
reason. Out of nowhere, bro got him probably choked on it, like just wrote this nigga getting choked out. Choked the fucking sleep and shit. Just wrote that shit into the goddamn oval for no reason. You got niggas getting shot in the oval. Ain't the oval, ain't that some fucking presidential shit? How is niggas getting shot 4 times in the goddamn Oval Office? This nigga's tripping, yo. Nigga was just doing whatever he wanted to do in the Oval
Your
Office.
hips when you walk. How can I get a day of Dixon? When will you be thick again? I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being horny. I feel sorry for the first person who flirts with me, and I've been trying to put that energy somewhere else, but everything is sexual on this stuff. The lawsuit also contained numerous text messages from Perry to Dixon, some of which seem to have been sent when Perry was intoxicated. And if Dixon didn't respond, according to the complaint, Perry would hound him. Dixon also claims the harassment turned physical. Quote, on multiple occasions, Mr. Perry
Nah, Tyler. Leave my shit alone. Leave my shit alone, Tyler. God damn. No. Nigga, I'ma say no. No, nigga.
Leave also claims the harassment turned physical. Quote, on multiple occasions, Mr. Perry sexually assaulted Mr. Dixon, including one instance where he forcibly pulled off Mr. Dixon's clothing, groped his buttocks, and
oh, bro. Hey, yo. They doing anything they can right now to save this nigga. Hey, they doing anything they can right now to save this nigga. Why don't you own apartment buildings? Now, seriously, why don't you own these big... Now it's time for a commercial? Hey, man, stop this. Apartment buildings, and I get it. Stop this. Yo, man, this nigga Tyler, yo. Tyler. Madea.
and attempted to force himself on Dixon. Mr. Dixon.
And yo, let's just say another goddamn thing too, bro. And this be another issue with the black damn. Like,
told a drunken Perry.
When we be talking about why niggas gotta clean up the black church. Cause they just let this nigga goddamn run through the goddamn church and shit, nigga. This nigga is like attached to the black church in a way because of them dumbass Madea plays niggas was allowing around. Letting this nigga come in wearing a goddamn dress, dressed up inside of the fucking church performing this shit. And then try to pretend and tell us all we crazy. We been told y'all niggas this nigga was on this shit. We been said it. Like, we literally was telling him. Like, yo, the nigga, we told you when he first said, hey, I feel much more comfortable dressed as Madea than I do as Tyler Perry. Motherfucker tried to act like I ain't even, like they didn't even hear that shit. Like, what? You didn't hear that? Nigga, this was clear. Now, was this part of it clear? But one thing that was clear was where this nigga was headed, yo. What this nigga was into. And this is why we gotta be ready to goddamn clean shit the fuck up.
No, and attempted to remove Mr. Perry's hands, but Mr. Perry held tightly onto Dixon's wrists. Mr. Dixon was...
Wait, the fuck? Whoa. He tried to... Hey, man. Yo, he tried to grape the man? Hold on, man. I know. Goddamn.
Dixon. Mr. Dixon told a drunken Perry no and attempted to remove Mr. Perry's hands, but Mr. Perry held tightly onto Dixon's wrists. Mr. Dixon was only able to escape after de-escalating the situation by abruptly changing the subject. The day after the assault, Mr. Perry called and texted Mr. Dixon relentlessly saying, tried you, call me, and I really need to talk to you. Please call me as soon as you can. And finally, when Mr. Dixon answered Tyler Perry's call, Mr. Perry profusely apologized for the sexual assault while blaming it on other things. Perry continued, quote, he didn't know why he would do that. Maybe he was self-sabotaging. On the very same call where he apologized for the sexual assault against Dixon, Perry told Dixon, quote, "And don't worry, we're going to do your show," referring to the pilot that Perry knew Mr. Dixon had desperately wanted to produce.
Hold on. These is chicken grinds. These is chicken grinds. I found chicken grinds, not pork grinds. So I'm doing the right thing, y'all. Go ahead. Well, let's keep
Shortly thereafter, Mr. Dixon got a call from Perry's lawyer saying that Christmas had come early and that Dixon was getting a substantial raise and the show was greenlit. Perry's attorney explicitly warned.
Wait a minute. So you try to grape this man, and then you gonna try to come back and be like, nigga, the show, we gonna go ahead and do the show, nigga. No! We're gonna do your show now. And guess what? We bringing Dale back, bro. Dale's coming back to life, nigga, from the fucking grave. I know we shot you up 4 times, but I put you through enough bullshit. Dale coming back from the grave, nigga. I'm finna write him back out of the fucking dead, nigga. It turns out he was in a coma. You coming off of not child support. You coming off that nigga coming off life support.
Warned Dixon not to tell any other actor on the show about Dixon's raise because no other actors were getting a raise, only Dixon. Later in the lawsuit, Dixon's lawyers write, in or around April 2022, before beginning to shoot the next season of The Oval, Perry called Dixon to discuss the June 2021 sexual assault. On the phone call, Perry lectured Dixon about how Dixon was overreacting to the sexual assault because of prior sexual assaults in Dixon's life. Perry said that there was a misunderstanding and miscommunication and that Dixon needed to say no stronger. In other words, Perry blamed Dixon for the sexual assault, claiming that Perry felt that Dixon's no was really a yes because Dixon did not say no strongly enough. Dixon says he finally, quote, woke up to the fact that Perry was allegedly stringing him along about working.
Yo, what type of fucking monster are you, bro? What type of fucking monster are you, nigga? Like, nigga, you know how crazy you gotta be to try to grape somebody, bro, and then tell them it was their fault, nigga? Nigga, you gotta work on how you say no. What? Yo, no, gotta be, see? And then the nigga be like punching you in your goddamn face. You going too far. That's toxic masculinity. If I would have broke his goddamn face, that would have been toxic masculinity. But then you got this dumbass nigga talking about some nigga, yo, no, ain't strong enough. I gotta know for your ass. Pause. I gotta know for your goddamn nose. You got nothing for your ass, and you got a lot going on. Nah, we gotta run that back, yo. I know he ain't tell this nigga. I know he ain't blame this man for being great, yo. This shit is crazy. Sorry, y'all. We mixing this with a little ASMR. These chicken grinds is cracking.
And that Dixon needed to say no stronger. In other words, Perry blamed Dixon for the sexual assault, claiming that Perry felt that Dixon's no was really a yes because Dixon did not say no strongly enough. Dixon says he finally, quote, woke up to the fact that Perry was allegedly stringing him along about working with him on his own show to keep him around to be sexually harassed. In 2024, Dixon reported Perry's alleged conduct to the EEOC, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. According to the lawsuit, after reporting the sexual harassment, defendants, which is Perry and his studio, did not make any investigation into the complaint and did not take any steps to prevent further harassment from occurring. Because defendants took no action to prevent further assault or harassment, Dixon had to quit his job working on the last season of The Oval. Dixon did so even though he was under contract to finish filming and stood to make close to $400,000. Dixon did not want to be sexually harassed or be placed in danger of a sexual assault again. Defendant then retaliated against Dixon. Defendant told Dixon if he quits and told the other actors why he quit, he would be in breach of his contract. Defendants told Dixon that the only way out was to portray his departure from the show as a medical leave due to the emotional distress caused by the sexual harassment. Instead, defendant made the leave of absence unpaid and therefore terminated plaintiff's employment, causing Dixon additional loss of income and insult. But Tyler Perry is fighting back. In a statement, an attorney for Perry reportedly said the allegations are a, quote, scam. The attorney went on to say, "We are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail." The attorney, who according to TMZ is identified as Matthew Boyd, said in full, "This is an individual who got close to Tyler Perry for what now appears to be nothing more than setting up a scam. But Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail." Joining us now is former federal prosecutor and president of West Coast Trial Lawyers, Nima Rahmani. Thank you for taking the time, as always, to be with us here on Law and Crime. I know we're still gathering information about exactly what Derek Dixon is accusing Tyler Perry of, but from what we know right now, how strong of a case does it seem that he has?
Chris, thanks for having me. Really breaking news today. Bombshell lawsuit against Tyler Perry, and information is coming in, but it does seem to be a strong case, at least in terms of the text messages. Sometimes in these sexual harassment cases, really the harassing behavior happens behind closed doors, and it's a he said.
Good looking, Amber. Yeah. Basically, I mean, what I'm saying is like, fabricated ain't the word I was looking for. How about the nigga made this whole fucking thing up? He's a goddamn liar. The nigga got somebody else's number saved under my name. That's the only way, bro. Because if these text messages, my nigga, are you threatening to goddamn kill Doug on goddamn the Oval, then giving him his life back? If this is you, if you really tried to grape Doug, yo, and then we got you apologize, that's what you apologizing for? Nigga. Nigga. In text messages? Come on, Tyler. All of them goddamn movies, my nigga.
Said, he said, or he said, she said, or she said type situation. But text messages are fantastic, whether you're a prosecutor or a civil plaintiff's lawyer like I am. And looks like Dixon may have the receipts in this case.
Yeah, he's looking for $260 million, even though Tyler Perry is a billionaire. That's still, in terms of net worth, just from what I've been reading online. $260 million is a lot of money. What does that tell you? And when someone sues someone, like in this instance, it's not a criminal case, and you're looking for a specific amount of money, what goes into determining what that is?
Yeah, lawyers can say all sorts of things. Really, ultimately, what matters is what they ask the jury for. So they can ask for less or more during closing arguments. So I usually put that aside. It gets a
Oh, come on with the shits. Damn, come on. Damn. Trying to save this nigga. Now we're gonna get into something else too. Somebody else
It gets a lot of
somebody
good
else got him
headlines,
also.
but I can't imagine this case being worth 9 figures. Sexual harassment is wrong. No one should be
This
subject to it. And
nigga.
sometimes you get these
Hold up.
nuclear.
Sir, this is a very much of a criminal this is very much a criminal situation. And let me help you now, just in case you end up being somebody who employs people. As somebody's employer, you cannot be fucking around, bro, with the staff holding a job over their hand. Sir, that's a goddamn criminal issue. Attempted rape is a criminal issue. Definitely a criminal issue. What else can we run down? Blackmail is a criminal issue. Whew. Let's see. Like, nigga, did we just see what happened to goddamn Harvey Weinstein? And what's getting ready to happen to Diddy? Like, what are we looking at, bro? Come on, man.
Verdicts or runaway juries, but I can't imagine a case like
This ain't
this
this
go.
ain't this ain't a nigga goddamn. This ain't you, nigga, flipping burgers and slapping the server's ass, nigga. No, sir. No, sir. And even in that case, that could be criminal. You just 9 times out of 10 just gonna get fired. But that could be criminal. We far from that, bro. The man literally told him, nigga, depending on how you move, that's gonna dictate whether or not, nigga, your character survive next year, nigga. That's whether you have a job, able to feed your damn family. Like, this nigga tripping. And that was criminal.
Wing for that amount, even though, like I said, I don't condone any of this behavior.
No, and Derek Dixon, he has some text messages that that very much show. I mean, if Tyler Perry was someone who was supposed to be professionally his boss, that was going to open up career opportunities, it's not something that a boss would be allowed to say to an employee if that was their relationship. When it comes to this case, what's the bar that Derek Dixon would have to prove in court to get money from Tyler Perry?
So there's a few different claims, and they're all very serious. I'm not trying to downplay any of this. There's a sexual assault, right? Grabbing his buttocks, pulling his underwear down. That's pretty serious stuff. And then you have sexual harassment. What I say is really the worst kind of sexual harassment, which is the quid pro quo. That means, hey, if you perform sexually, I will help your career. And if you don't, I'm going to retaliate. And the argument here is that Dixon was going to be written off the show if he didn't comply with these sexual demands. So, when you go to law school or you study employment law, that is the textbook quid pro quo sexual harassment. This for that. You give me something, you get a benefit. And if you don't, you're going to be punished.
And Tyler Perry, I mean, he is an institution in Hollywood. He's not the type of person, if you were an actor, that you would want, you wouldn't want to be on his bad list. Their relationship started around 2019. The most serious incident, according to what we know thus far, is that incident where he was said he was only having, Derek Dixon said he was staying at Tyler Perry's guest house in Atlanta. He was only wearing underwear, and Tyler Perry apparently pulled his underwear down. That was back in 2021. It's now 2025. What do you make of the timeline that it took for Derek Dixon to come forward with these allegations if they're true?
Well, that's one of the arguments the defense always makes, right? Is, well, if you were sexually assaulted or harassed, why did you stay? Why didn't you report it right away? What I love as a plaintiff's lawyer is a contemporaneous report. So hopefully they have that. And I understand he's been getting therapy since 2020. So if he mentioned this to his therapist, that would certainly be helpful, in addition to the text message evidence that we had. Sometimes victims don't want to come forward, right? You're talking about a rich and famous individual. And look at what's happened. Perry's lawyer came out and said, this guy's lying. This is a shakedown. This is extortion, right?
And
They
then the crazy
always go
part
after the
is,
victim. And we don't know if the allegations are true in this.
they saying bro was mopping the floors before this, and then he got a roll. If I ain't mistaken, bro was mopping the floor. He literally picked bro just for this shit, yo.
Case or not, but very few sexual harassment cases are reported or litigated, and oftentimes the harassers, they get away with it. So if you read the lawsuit in this case, it's definitely meant for public consumption. It has those text messages embedded in, and it starts by comparing Tyler Perry to the Harvey Weinsteins and Diddy's of the world. And I'm not saying we've gotten that far, but those are serious sex trafficking, sexual assault allegations. Sexual harassment is wrong, and there is some sexual assault certainly alleged in this case, but sometimes people don't want to come forward because if you're a victim, you're going to have to really tell your story in a very, very public way. What is interesting, though, is under California law, he could have filed as a John Doe or a Jane Doe, and he chose not to. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, what does that tell you? Because in some ways, I could see if I was the defense to say Derek Dixon wants some notoriety. He's not a household name. He hasn't been in a lot of high-profile shows. He was in a couple Tyler Perry shows. But if you're the defense, and do you look at that he didn't file as a John Doe and say, look, this is proof that this was a shakedown, which is the term that they've used?
Look, it's interesting. Obviously, the fact that he didn't file as a John Doe, that's not an argument that the defense can make. But really, and I've sued a lot of celebrities. I'm sitting here in Hollywood right now. I've represented some, but sued a lot more. So I've handled a lot of cases like this. Most of the time, the victims will come in, and when I explain what a lawsuit entails, they have pause, right? Like, oh my God, people are going to come after me. They're going to drag me on social media. They're going to call me a liar. I'm never going to work again in Hollywood, right? After making an accusation like this. And then I tell them, there are certain circumstances where you can file as a Jane Doe or a John Doe. And most of the time, the victims do want to avail themselves of that protection. Now, sometimes the defense lawyers, they hate it because they think that it allows, the victims to smear the defendants. Even in the Diddy case, in the civil case, some of the judges have unmasked the victims. And
See?
One of my
Like on those.
biggest dreams was to road trip Europe in a van, and I actually attempted it 2 years ago, but I was mentally in a very difficult place. There's a bunch of reasons why I'm in a better place now, but one of the biggest is my therapist, who I unfortunately cannot.
And obviously, that's New York law and federal court, a little bit different, right? But in California, the protection is pretty broad, and most of the time, the victims do want to proceed anonymously to at least protect themselves and their families.
When it comes to, and as someone who has represented people who have been in the seat that Derek Dixon sits right now, where they say they have been through something traumatic and they are going after a very strong and powerful person, you look at that $260 million number, the timing of this coming out. I mean, Tyler Perry has this show, it's a movie, Straw. It's the most popular Netflix movie of 2025 thus far, 50 million views in its second week. And then here's this lawsuit that comes out. The defense might look at that and say, well, you're being opportunistic. But at the same time, I mean, if you are suing someone powerful, how much does the timing factor into when you unveil this lawsuit?
There is a PR component as well. Litigation is about leverage. And I would be lying if I didn't consider that. I've come on Law and Crime and I've talked about lawsuits, I filed against Kanye or Lizzo or any number of celebrities, right? Because it can put pressure on them to settle. Now, sometimes they dig in their heels and, that's what judges and juries are for. But if you are trying to advocate on behalf of your client, whether it's a confidential settlement demand, a mediation, or litigating it in the court of public opinion, it matters, right? I mean, you're looking at the Justin Baldoni Blake Lively case. That case is almost as much outside the courtroom as it actually is in the courtroom, because everyone cares about the reputation in Hollywood, and whether it's cancel culture or just bad press, it can force a defendant to settle. So that's a tool that you have to use if you're a plaintiff's attorney representing victims like this.
How likely is it that the plaintiff's attorneys had spoken with Tyler Perry's representation ahead of this news coming out today?
I think it's very likely. There's two types of lawyers, and I don't know this particular lawyer personally, but I could tell you that most of the time, a lawyer will send a demand, right? They'll send a demand, they'll enter into negotiations, they'll break down, and that's what will happen. I mean, in Cassie's case, there were, pre-filing negotiations with Diddy's team, and they ran out of time. I personally don't like doing that. For me, if I'm going to take a case, I'm taking it because I believe that it's a righteous case and I'm going to file a lawsuit. I don't like to bark if I'm going to bite. But again, it's a personal preference that I have. There's all sorts of problems with the pre-litigation demand. They say that this is a shakedown, this is extortion, this isn't about justice. So personally, I like to file my lawsuit. I don't ask for a specific number. I say, you know what? I'm going to talk to the jury when the time is right, because that helps, avoid the defense's argument that this person's asking for $200 million and, he's never made, more than $200,000 in his entire life. I think he's saying the loss of earnings here is 400,000. Where you're getting at this number, it's astronomical. So, you avoid some of that bad press and that backlash by just filing your lawsuit and moving the case forward.
We finna fight.
And with that,
Hold up.
considering Dixon is he's not a millionaire, he's certainly not in the same financial category.
See, we're gonna go back a little bit. Let me go back a little bit. I might have forgot about somebody. All right.
Is Tyler Perry. How much money does it cost him to keep this going?
Man, what the? Y'all seen that? Damn. Different. This shit just I'll tell you what. I ain't finna do is stand in this motherfucker's sun and do it. Hold on. I ain't finna stand in this motherfucking sun. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah, we gotta get to Christy Keys. Nah, I'm alright, man. I don't wanna hear your goddamn singing, nigga. Nope. Y'all know what we want. Well, let's go. Let's see if this is it.
cut.
So they can gatekeep.
The TV down.
That's why, I mean,
It's loud. What's
so
going
they
on,
can
y'all?
be gatekeeper.
I want to talk to you
There
about
for
some
one
stuff.
reason only.
And it's been on my heart, so I want
Pause.
to speak on it.
GATE.
All right. Good evening. Hope everybody's doing amazing. I am. I've been speaking to my brother about making a declaration of my experience. What I experienced with certain powers that be that were moving inappropriately. And I really, like, it's in my bone marrow to discuss that, because thankfully God built me the way that he built me, but I'm not sure, based on this person's claims and brags, that he's literally got, at the same time this person was sexually harassing me for years. He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll, and they just had to show up when he requested them to be there. And clearly that's why it felt to him that it was okay to say these things. And I want to have these discussions. I want to be transparent with y'all about that. I've done my best to forgive this person, but it happens. It happens. It's not just women that have to deal with it, but it's also men sometimes. And it'll be men tempting men. And that's why a lot of my posts over the last few years have been about taking the scenic route, taking the long way around, because if that means that you can carry your integrity with you, then, and it's 11:11. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for another opportunity to connect with you. Please forgive my sins, my shortcomings, my bad decisions, and my mistakes. Please continue to guide and protect us as only you can. Everybody that's watching, it's not a presentation. If I see 11:11, I try to have another conversation with God. So thank you, Heavenly Father. I appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen. That's interesting. But there are people that will and have and will continue to, unfortunately, offer these things. And some of them are your heroes. Some of them are people who you're like, oh yeah, such and such is amazing, and he does this and he does that. Yeah, but he also does this and that.
See what I mean?
At some point soon, it's gonna have to come out. I've kept one of these on me since '05. Whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen, because most predators would check your phone. And once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I gotta protect me, because I'm saying no. And I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money to take my clothes off. I have recordings when I wasn't working with them or for them. I have recordings of them confessing that, the other guys that they have on the payroll, all of the above. And the difference is, the
Hey,
wonderful
yo.
thing about
Yo, bro, go ahead and release them hoes, bro. Or you need to send them out to somebody that you trust right now. That ain't no type of shit to be saying, bro. You thugging right there with that. And I told y'all who the other nigga is. Lee Daniels. You on camera.
confidentiality agreements and non-disclosure agreements
Which
is
just
that they can't prevent you from turning all of those things over to the police, because sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And Tams, you literally just asked, why do we as black people have to deal with that? But sometimes it's our own people. Sometimes it's our own heroes. Sometimes it's the very people we deify. And we look up like, oh, they're doing so much, they're doing so much. No, they're also doing this. And my only reservation about naming the people, there was directors along the way like, hey, you ready for this, that, and the other. You want to come back up to the apartment? I'm like, nah, I'm good. You got my headshot and my resume, and I'm good. You know if I can handle that or not. You know I can kill that. But I don't need to come up to your apartment. We already had the audition. There's other people that I want to say everything, and my brother was like, nah, not yet.
So, man,
I want to tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and everywhere. I want to speak on it. And the good news is that they don't even have to believe me. Hopefully they would, but even if they don't, they can hear this person. Since sexual harassment started, I've carried many recorder devices on me, keychains, pens, thumb drives with a, a charged battery that get 6, 7, 8 hours, all the above. So I have the conversations. I really want to air that shit out because it bothers me when I'm alone at night. Like, man, the world is celebrating this person and they don't even know the shady and predatory way in which this person moves and the way that, you know, predators resent the prey that gets away. So when you don't say yes, when you don't say, okay, I'll acquiesce and, you know, sign up and literally and figuratively play ball, because if we're not doing that, they resent you. This is a conversation we're gonna have and we're gonna have soon, because it bothers me in my spirit that I can forgive people. That's one thing. But yeah, Pete, we don't play ball. That's my brother in there. And he knows the real deal. He knows the who. I'm good. Somebody said, you don't look okay. I'm okay. I have peace. I'm literally strategically planning my next 8 months.
yo, I mean, like, really, bro need to have that shit. I mean, I'm hoping whoever he talking to, they already got this shit. He telling you, he done already probably looked this shit up. At any moment, he waiting on them to call him. This shit getting crazy, yo. Let me see if it plays smooth now.
Moves. I'm good. God got me because He was watching when I was offered these opportunities and I didn't say yes. I didn't sell my soul or my ass. Excuse my French, y'all. I know some of y'all, hopefully y'all don't have no kids around, but I didn't sell nothing for success. It's like, nah, that's not what I want. You know, I ain't into that. I ain't into dudes. I got an only beard in the bed policy. Mine is the only beard in the bed. Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. I don't get out like that. And these people kept on for years. Sexual harassment is a crime. Attempted sexual assault is a felony. And where I'm at now is that in the middle of the night, I think about if I'm brave enough to name the person. I'll take a polygraph live. I'll take 5 polygraphs live. And I'll pass all of them because it's the truth.
Damn.
This person is a predator and he's one of several. And it's a shame, man. But I think it's time.
Mm-mm-mm. He thinks it's time.
I want to, and I know, P, I know you on here. I want to say everything now. And I have proof. It's not like I'm just making false accusations. I intentionally let the statute of limitations expire. It's not about money, but I'm gonna have to take the receipts, the recordings down to the police department and let them hear this individual. I wasn't working for him in the month and the year that he showed up to my apartment and offered me 100 grand to take my clothes off. He said, I don't even need to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I declined. Because again, scenic group, I got my integrity with me. I'll take the long way around. But being that I wasn't working with him and we were in my apartment, he had visited my apartment to offer me a job this fall because the lead of this particular project was going to do something else, so he needed another lead. I recorded it because I didn't trust him, and I had told him over and over, and he still always tried shit. Just tried shit. So if people don't believe me, they can hear him in his voice. I have always kept something on me.
God damn.
Always. Even if my phone is off. Something else is, if I'm around somebody that has tried to sexually harass me, pressure me, intimidate me into some nonsense, I've always kept something on me.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Come on with the shit.
So I could protect myself, because if they're that,
Nah, we finna get it. This some crazy shit right here. And then, bro, if you listen to him, he real deal. He real deal. He telling you. Nigga said I keep a pen. I done had this nigga pulled up a goddamn recording pen. Shit is crazy, bro. Look like a CIA agent out this bitch. Come on with this shit. Like, for real. Eventually we'll catch up. Eventually. Nah, man. And we know what we talking about. And I'm telling y'all, who else gonna be on this shit? That Quentin Tarantino tree. I'm telling you, the Quentin Tarantino tree, allegedly. Man, now everything just messing up, bro. That shit crazy. Hold on, let me just see what's going on.
powerful and they feel that entitled, then they can also try to get in the way of your work. I want to speak on it. I also want to keep making great things and creating jobs and opportunities. But, oh no, I got backups for the backups for the backups for the backups. I've watched way too many Jason Bourne movies not to have 15 backups. I can press play and you can hear the person and you'll know immediately who the person is that's offering me $100,000 to strip.
God damn. God damn.
You'll know right away and it'll break your heart. I won't have to say the person's name, but I can and I will. I don't mind doing a polygraph or 3 or 5 on live TV, and I'll pass all of them because it's the truth. This industry is something else. It's wonderful, and we get to chase our dreams, and we get to live other lives. I get to be a judge or an FBI agent. I get to be a girl dad. And some of the people that you think are your mentors are literally and figuratively just trying to fuck you.
God damn.
I have documentation from...
You know, and motherfuckers would be like, yo, man, you start talking that boule shit, niggas turn they goddamn ears off. Like, nigga, you some type of pseudo and shit. Like, nigga, what else do we have to hear, see from who?
the dealership for the car that they tried to buy as an apology for offering me $100,000 to strip. It's time. I really want to just clear the air because I'm tired. And then where I'm at now, if it still feels like that person is fucking with you just
I don't
to
want to
fuck
fix
with
my
you,
camera
just
because
to
the
mess
shit
with
playing
you.
clean now. So fuck the
industry
camera shit right now.
can be wonderful. I'm grateful. Be clear that this person showed me how not to be. When I'm a boss, people get daps and church hugs. The attractive women that work on even on my shows, my productions, they getting daps and church hugs. That's it. Because this person showed me how not to be when I'm in charge and when I built something and when I created something. I hear you, Purnell. I'ma be cool. I'ma dial it back. I'ma be cool. I'ma dial it back. You get on my nerves because I know you're right, but it's in my fucking bone marrow, and I'm tired of this person gallivanting around doing these PR stunts. Oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Well, then speak on, if you gonna have, we gonna have a conversation, y'all, really soon. Really, really soon. Really soon. And I thank God that he made me the way that I am, because I know he sat back and watched, like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you going to acquiesce and take this movie that's gonna make 60, 70, 80 million dollars? Are you gonna take this picture? Are you gonna go to that late night audition, that late night table read? No, you ain't built me like that. I've been beat, shot at, stomped out more than most of the people that are here on this live put together. P, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna air it out, but I'm so fucking close because I'm tired. I'm tired. And it needs to be told. And the bad part is I'm gonna be painted as the villain when I was the one that was sexually harassed for years. Years. Bullied, intimidated, and sexually harassed for years. And I'm gonna be painted as the villain because y'all have deified this person. And then if a person tells you over and over, first of all, in general, you have no right to touch anybody. None. None. Now, that's why I'm careful. Like when I do my shows and everything, you know, it's church hugs. I put the veils on and I kiss people on the hair up here. Nothing sexual, nothing weird, nothing crazy. And I'm trusting that, you know, the fans will receive that out of a place of love and connection. But you are not allowed to touch somebody without their permission. Not allowed to try to touch them in a sexual or private place without their permission. And if they've already declared, like, hey, bruh, I get that that's your thing, but I like black women and Hennessy. And so miss me with the bullshit, because I'm never going to be open to that. I'm never going to swing at that pitch. Like I'm batting for this team over here. God made ovaries and fallopian tubes and vagina, labia majora, labia minora, uterus. It's just wonderful over here. So I'm going to stay over here, like, chill. And then this person still tries to grab you, physically grab you.
Shit.
Cassie speaking out has reminded me about not just me, because it was brutal going through it, because it lasted for years. But her speaking out, people need to know. And the funny thing is, predators like that, they resent the prey that got away. They resent the prey that got away. The prey that didn't fold. The prey that didn't acquiesce and say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this L and sacrifice my morals for this opportunity. Nah.
God damn,
That was
Madea.
around the time that I was considering going back to Michigan, 08, 09, because work was slow, and the work that was coming was offered with a side of penis. And, Yeah, that don't do nothing for me. I'm batting for your team. So, yeah, at some point soon, I've spoken with my attorney trying to figure out how to deal with it. It's never been about money. I literally intentionally let the statute of limitations pass. It's not about money or being able to sue. But at some point, really soon, the police report is going to be filed, and I'll turn over the recordings of the inappropriate behaviors and the inappropriate offers, and I'll turn over the paperwork for the car that was bought as an apology for offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. And y'all can hear him. His voice is very distinctive. And I wanna empty. I'm tired of carrying this shit. There's a reason now why I fight more than ever when somebody wrongs me, and why I almost too aggressively speak up is because I wasn't brave enough to then. And I regret not being able to be strong enough, and I resent that part of me that wasn't strong enough to speak up about it. It's taking everything in me not to air out everything and put all the recordings online, put all the paperwork and the PDFs online.
Damn. PDFs?
There's no reason that
PDFs?
this person's company would be on the bill of sale for a vehicle unless it's right after the time-stamped recording of him offering me $100,000 to take my clothes off. He said, I don't have to touch you. I just want to see you naked. I'm like, what the fuck? What? Like, you know, I'm not into that. I don't fuck around like that. I don't do that. What the fuck? What? Leave. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out.
Wow.
I thought you were my brother and my friend. And this definitely has nothing to do with my brother who's in here. Be clear. I thought this person was a brother type figure, a mentor type figure. But for you to continuously throw these opportunities, you know good and damn well, all it ever was you pretending to be a mentor trying to get some ass.
God damn.
That'll never happen. I don't bat for that team.
God damn.
Yeah, but I gotta get off of here and talk to my brother because I'm so fucking close to just airing everything out. I'm just dumping everything online in the morning. I'm tired, man. I'm not forgiving myself. I didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't brave enough back then because somebody said forgive yourself. KG, it's heavy on my heart, man, and I'm tired. And we around here deifying people that go out and do this, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna pay off this, and I'm gonna pay off that, and I'm gonna pay off that. But at the same time, these same people are predators. I'm not blaming myself for saying no. I'm not blaming myself for almost quitting acting. I'm just mad at me for not being brave enough to say something sooner. That's the only thing that I regret. I wish I'd have been brave enough. I'm him now. I know who I am. I know who God built me to be. And I'm not afraid of those consequences. My concern is that a lot of y'all are going to be like, man. And your immediate reaction is going to be like, oh, well, we got to protect our deity. We got to protect. It's going to have to happen. I'm interested to see which peers are mad at me because it may interfere with their work. But Yeah. You get a grown ass man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm bent, so I don't, after a big party, won't say what type, won't say where. I'm asleep. I'm gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb into bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like what the fuck? Get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man. All right, I'm gone.
Just blame it on the alcohol.
You shake his hand on the way out, and he tries to grab your penis.
Damn.
He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the fuck you doing, man? What the fuck? Oh, my bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again.
Bro.
Now, at that point, my only regret is not breaking multiple bones in this person's face. Like beating the dog shit out of this person, right? Because that's available to me at all times. That inner grizzly bear is always available.
What
but
up, GTO?
in the moment, I'm
you
like,
hear this shit?
Fuck, what the fuck? And wanted to, but you got a guy that's a billionaire, and I got $3,000 in my bank account. Who they gonna believe? Right? I got that $3,000. That's my son's mom's rent for next month. You know, got to make sure little man's taken care of. That's my rent, and that's a little bit for the gas tank, and the rest of it I can go to the dollar store and get some bread and bologna and hot dogs and mustard, and you know, I can get by. Work was slow, and a lot of the work that was coming was, it had penis attached to it. I'm like, fuck that.
What?
That's not what I want. That's not what I'm about to do.
God damn.
I regret not speaking up then, not being brave enough to, and I regret not hurting this person. Because I got a big heart. Mother had a big heart. Mother's heart was just big as Flint, Michigan. She was like a little yellow boy. You finna come and you gonna be a part of my family.
No. The man just said work was slow. Yo. And the only work that was available had what attached? Hey, man. Come on, man.
Try to
God
think
damn.
about things, you know, and not lash out, even though I wanted to. Even though I want to. I'm mad at me for not hitting him. I'm mad at me for not speaking up and saying something. Because between that year and now, how many young black actors have fell for that? How many of them?
What he ain't saying? Shit. Because he being real careful.
You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him on the conversations. You can hear him say that he has several guys, multiple guys on payroll, 6 figures a year, that pop up and they do whatever he wants and they go back home. So they pop in, they grab their ankles, they do whatever he wants. And I'm like, I'm not finna fucking do that.
Man.
I'm not doing that. I don't want to make it that bad. I want to be able to shave in the fucking morning without any grief or any regret or any shame waiting for me in the mirror. there's a trauma that comes with being bullied and intimidated and sexually harassed like that. And the bad part is when the truth comes out, a lot of y'all in here are gonna be like, man, I don't believe it. And you can watch me on whatever news station. I'll take polygraphs live on TV. You can hear the recordings yourself. Person has a very distinctive voice when they offer me $100 to take my clothes off. Person has a very distinctive voice when they literally sexually assault me and try to grab my private parts, and I'm blocking their hand like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, oh, my bad, and tries to do it again. Some of these people are y'all heroes. Some of these people y'all have deified and set up on a stool or on a stoop. It's taking everything in me not to say. But I promise you this, I will promise you this. As an executive on a show, I'm grateful for this person for showing me how not to be. When you're the boss, how not to be. You don't sexually harass your employees. You don't pressure them, bully them, try to intimidate them into what you want.
Damn, Tyler.
I am grateful for that lesson. I'm glad that God sat back, because not only was he watching to see if I was the person that he thought he had made, but he was letting me see who.
Didn't this nigga get killed off in the movie too? We gotta see, yo, if he got killed off in the movie, man. Finna find out what movies he played in.
I am. And I'm grateful for it. Because it let me know, and that gave me a lot of my bravery. I thank God that he just sat back and watched. It's going to be a conversation really soon. And it won't be a conversation or accusations. Again, I let the statute of limitations run out. It's never been about money. My concern is that this person is still doing it. Still a predator. And that's not okay. And I wish I was brave enough to speak up back then. I was worried that he would get in the way and try to interfere with my work and try to blackball me because he couldn't ball me. Pun intended. It's going to be a conversation had real soon. The beauty of non-disclosure agreements is that even if you do sign them, you can't speak about certain things, but confidentiality agreements don't, after speaking with several attorneys, they do not prohibit you. They can't prevent you from going to police departments and reporting sexual harassment and giving them your receipts, giving them your recordings, giving them your PDFs. And they don't prevent you from reporting felonies. Sexual harassment is a felony. If you tell a person, if you tell a whole grown man, like, hey, I ain't into dudes, yeah, y'all shut the fuck up. You tell a grown man, I'm not into guys, and he tries to grab your private parts. Not once, but twice, after trying to climb into bed with you. That is the legal definition of sexual assault. So, Yeah. And no, I didn't see that documentary. Yeah, NDA and confidentiality agreement do not cover crimes, and they don't prevent you from taking all your evidence to the police, and then there's a public record. So at some point really soon, this conversation is gonna have to happen because it's fucking with me. It's bothering me. And it needs to happen. Y'all gonna be disappointed in who it is because y'all been fooled for years. But it's gonna have to happen. So,
Oh no, we weren't
yeah,
fooled
exactly.
over here.
You said it.
But
That
I
means
get you.
no. If I got multiple friends in the industry that are LGBTQ+. I've had drinks with a castmate and his boyfriend. I don't give a fuck who they sleeping with. I don't give a flying fuck at a Rolling Donut who these people are sleeping with. How do you treat me as a human being? That's what matters to me. That'll be the only thing that affects how I treat you. If you're respectful of my boundaries, then I can have a drink with you and your girlfriend or you and your boyfriend. I don't care. I don't have heaven to send you to when you leave here. That's God's job to judge you. But what we not gonna do, we're not gonna try to force. Nah, man. It's taking everything in me not to air that out.
Sound like we finna have another freako on our damn hands. And this
Everything. I've been carrying
and
this with
this
me
one
for
you
a
really ain't gonna
decade and
wanna
a
hear.
half. More. I'm gonna get off of that subject. It's gonna be addressed, and it's gonna be addressed soon. And if anybody has a problem with me telling the truth about predators in this industry, then they are truly part of the problem. And I'll say that out front, so that way when certain people who are worried about their work that are tied to this person or whatever, it's because they're selfish and they're worried about work. You can't treat people like that. And when I'm the boss, when I'm CEO, when I can make any TV show and film that I want, people are gonna be able to come work with me and know that they don't have to worry about bullshit. They don't have to worry about opportunities being tied to sexual favors. They won't have to worry about being sexually harassed and intimidated and bullied because they didn't acquiesce to the sexual harassment or the attempted sexual assault or any of that. They're gonna be able to show up and work and create amazing and great stuff without that. I was on a show.
God damn.
And if I had done what this actress did, just switching lanes, if I had done what she did, I'd never work again and I'd be in jail. She used to come up and pat me on the jump, like pat my penis, like, ooh, okay, I see that print. And I checked her, I grabbed her hand right away, checked her, like, what the fuck are you doing? That ain't okay, I'll do that shit, I'm going to jail. What are you doing? She did it again. Grabbed her hand. I was like, stop, that shit ain't funny. We're preparing for a scene. She walks past, cups my equipment, and was like, oh, you got some girth. When I tell you, had that been a dude, I'd have punched them in their motherfucking mouth. If I behaved like this woman, this particular actress had done, in that moment, I'd be in jail, I'd be canceled, and I would never fucking work again. You don't get to walk past somebody and be like, oh, that's
lying.
nice, and pat them on their fucking private.
See, now you capping, bro. Because according to you, a nigga did do it. And that nigga name was, we know who that nigga was. Allegedly was Tyler Perry, but let's keep going. You had your chance, my nigga.
What I get to call my job is a blessing, and I love it, and I'm grateful to God about it.
Nigga.
Nah, that absolutely wasn't Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Please don't do that. That's my heart. I love her to the moon and back. She's a consummate professional. It was another it was a TV and film project, and she felt entitled to do that bullshit. Now,
Pause.
had I said something and she was higher than me on the call sheet, they would have just wrote me out. I'd have died. I told you, Miguel. They'd have wrote my character out and killed them off or whatever. And
God
you're
damn.
like, okay, boom, this is a series regular. I'm 1, 2, 3 on the call sheet. But that's not okay. It's not okay. Y'all wonder why I stay in my fucking dressing room while we on set. Because it's bullshit out there. And it's people that don't appreciate and aren't there to honor the opportunity that we have. They're just doing whatever they want to, whatever they feel entitled to. Imagine a man walking past a woman saying, I see that print poking through. I'm going to jail that very day. But she can do it and continue to work in this industry. And if I report her to the female executives that were on that particular show, it's going to get swept under the rug because they had already told me, Christian, just stand here and be pretty. Just stand here and look pretty. While I'm asking about certain things in the scene so I can make it make sense to me intellectually, just stand there and be pretty. So, of course, I can't trust.
You ain't had no fucking talent, but anyway.
P, give me a minute. Chill out. I'm venting. Of course I can't trust them. Stand there and be pretty. That's that bullshit that men told women for decades. So why the entire fuck is that okay for you to say that to me when I'm asking you the history of a particular scene so I can make it make sense to me honestly here, so that way when the words exit my spirit, it's honest. A few people calling me right now because they're probably seeing this and they're wondering if I'm actually going to tip the can over, and I want to. I fucking want to so bad. Because I'm tired of carrying it. I'm tired of carrying and having to deal with the bully and the harassment. Years. Not 1, not 2, not 3, more. Years of sexual harassment and attempted sexual assault. And I want to air that shit out so bad.
Some folks trying to keep us
I'm having a night, clearly. Pretty boys deserve the same respect as the block button. Go fuck yourself. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 48. I'm not a pretty boy. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me now? Okay, some people can hear me. Can you? Good. Yeah, it's not, and if you know me, then you know I'm a grown man. Don't call me pretty boy. That's some bullshit.
Bro got Bro got hella
So
energy for
yeah,
everybody
I
but
needed to
Tyler.
vent and get some of this out of my system
You should have
because
had that
there's a
energy for
vitriol
Tyler, guy.
that you
You
carry
tripping.
when you deal with this, and there's a trauma that comes with it because you never know. Like, okay, is this meeting legit? Or is this some bullshit? Is this another one of those meetings where you meet with a black billionaire businessman, and while my manager is there, everything is everything. I got my Kinko's presentation with the plastic cover on it. I paid good money on this, good money. I'm running it down like you can invest in this, that, and the other. As soon as my manager leaves, he moves into a conference room. And I'm like, okay, what's a conference room? Nothing sketchy about this. Didn't realize that the doors on the side of the conference room right there led into his suite. So about 8 or 10 minutes, I'm nervous in my phone. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Okay, you changing? You got to use the bathroom. It's a number 2. Cool. He comes back in silk pajamas, silk robe, right as they're delivering strawberries and champagne like this is Pretty Woman or a fucking date.
Oh, shit.
Now, I'm like, wait, whoa, this ain't that. I'm not him, and this ain't that. I'd love for you to invest in my company. He probably should have, because he would own a piece of All the Queen's Men. The books I've already sold, the 6 or 8 books I'm about to release, all of that. He would have had a piece of all of that monetarily, but he didn't. He was thinking with his dick. And yeah, he came back in, grabbed a strawberry, sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'm leaving. You got my presentation, I'm gone. He's like, are you sure? I said, yeah. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure. He's like, are you sure? That second, are you sure, means if you don't stay and do what I want, you're not going to get what you're hoping for.
God damn.
Now, this particular guy is out here paying tuition for entire classes of HBCUs
Oh, shit.
after this sketchy shit. Want to air him out too. I'm just tired of carrying this bullshit with me. I'm tired. There are wolves in the hen house. And yeah, it's disappointing because you're like, okay, well, I want to learn from this person, or I want to learn from this person and maybe partner with this person over here because he's investing in black companies, not knowing that he's a predator. And this person who's supposed to be your mentor is the worst predator of all. It's got to come out at some point. So, you carry shit and it gets heavy. I'm gonna call my brother back. I'm so fucking close to tipping a glass over and just letting the marbles roll wherever they go because I'm tired of carrying it. And it would be easier to just file that police report, name that person for attempted sexual assault, name that person for sexual harassment for years, turn over the evidence, and then let the world hear him offer me $100,000 to take my clothes off. Thank God he made me the way I am. And I could say, no, I was broke as fuck. When I tell you I would have loved that $100,000, I wasn't finna sell my soul. Oh, wow.
Oh, we got Tom
Warriors.
Joyner.
You talking about the basketball game? Let me go ahead and get you this block button. You can fight with that, Warrior. I'm gonna log off before I spill this
Tom
shit, man,
Joyner?
and fuck up y'all year. Fuck up 2024. Because if you think that Diddy shit was crazy,
Man,
you don't even know.
He might be talking about Tom Joyner.
I'm gonna get up on out of here. But this conversation is gonna happen. I'm gonna head down there. I've already been down to I stopped in the parking lot once, and the other time I made it into the lobby of the police station to file it. I had my computer with me and all the recordings. Like I said, when the sexual harassment started, I carried a keychain, I carried multiple pens. Sometimes they only lasted 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes you had to put like a AAA battery in them. But you can hear these offers from the person who made the offer. And I suggest that too. That's why I'm cautious too when people email my manager or my booking agent or whoever, like, hey, I want Christian to be my mentor. I'm afraid to mentor anybody. On set, if we're working on a project together, or you're working on a project I created, ask me what you want to ask me. But individually, separately, I'm afraid because of the bullshit that I had to deal with. And you got these predators still running around, still fucking over people, still screwing people over. And at some point soon, I'm gonna air this shit out. You just gotta ask yourself, are you ready? Because y'all deified some of these people. Y'all made them almost... I said what I have with recordings. You just said, don't say what you have with. I have all of it, layered and stacked and proof. You're allowed to record yourself when you feel unsafe. I have all of it. I have all of the inappropriate moments and offers and bullshit. I'm not sorry. Don't say that. I'm with the shit. I'm tired of carrying it.
Damn.
I saw what they did to Terry Crews when he didn't say anything. And yeah, like that doesn't make it comfortable for you to be like, man, I really want to tell the truth about this because I'm sure this person is still out here doing the same thing. And if not, what has he done over the last 15 years? Excuse me, I usually sneeze.
Yeah, man, these niggas is monsters, yo.
Sorry, I have allergies. I usually sneeze twice. What has this person done over the years with other people? When he's on recording, talking about how he's got multiple guys on payroll for 6 figures a year to pop up and hold their ankles. This conversation is going to have to happen. And the drop-off at the police station is going to have to happen. And y'all going to be disappointed. And that's the bad part. Because a lot of y'all going to be like, man, no, not him. Yeah, him. And I can be on the news taking a polygraph, which I will, gladly. And I'll pass every one. And some of y'all still won't believe it. Stop deifying these entertainers. We just human. But some of us are a little more human than others. And some of us actually give a fuck about the people that we work with, the people that we affect, the people that we have an opportunity to create an opportunity for. I love the fact that God let me create a show and there's 150 or 200 people working every single season. That lets me know I'm in my purpose. I don't love the fact that he sat back and let me go through that mess. But I appreciate the fact that he built me strong enough to pass on those opportunities to sell my soul or a body part. Take the scenic route.
Same thing.
Take the long way around. I'm gonna have to air these recordings and this information out soon, because I'm tired of carrying it, man. It's heavy. And I just want to create great shit and great opportunities, and I want beautiful people, women and men, to be able to show up on set and not feel like they got to do something to earn their spot. You're talented and you work hard. You already earned your spot. What I learned from the bullshit was walk away from anything that doesn't serve you or anything that's going to cost me my spirit and my soul. And it's not easy, but it's possible. It's doable. It's possible. Walk away. Godfrey, I appreciate you, brother, man. Most people who know me don't even know most of this shit. It's like 5 people on earth know the stuff that I dealt with. I told my mother, my grandmother, I told my oldest brother, who's in here somewhere, he's trying to make sure I don't jump off the side of the mountain and tell everything. I want to so fucking bad, because I'm tired of carrying it. No, this too shall not pass. This person has done this for person after person after person. This too shall not pass. It needs to be addressed. So, yeah, this conversation is going to happen. It's going to happen soon. I'm just trying to figure out when. But it needs to happen. Like I said, you don't have to believe me. You can hear this person in his very distinctive voice. Once the sexual harassment started, I have kept one of these on me. It's a recorder. I've kept one of them on me for 18 years. So, it's time. I'm tired. I'm tired of carrying that around. It feels like an additional, like 2 additional 45-pound plates that I don't need to carry. I'm tired. So, I'm gonna call my brother, ease his mind, because I know he's worried I'm about to air it out over here. I was thinking, and my spirit was uneasy, and I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Yeah. Some of your heroes, some of your very heroes are taking advantage of people. And I'm grateful to learn that lesson, because that way when I'm in a space to where I'm the boss and I'm making decisions, and I'm an executive producer now on my show, I can go around and make sure that everybody gets a handshake, a dap, a fist bump, or a church hug, but nobody feels like I felt. I can make sure of that. And it's please and thank you. Yes, please. And thank you. It's all that. Everybody gets treated like the CEO. Being treated like somebody's goal of a piece of ass.
Shit.
Somebody pretending to be your friend, pretending to be a mentor,
Wow.
An older brother figure, when ultimately their goal was just some ass. That shows you how not to be when you're in charge. So, I'm grateful for those lessons learned. We're gonna continue this conversation, and we're gonna continue it soon. I'm tired of carrying this. And I know there's others. I feel bad for those dudes that actually said yes. I hit you, Miguel. I hit you after I hit my brother. I feel bad for them, because they fell for the pressure. They fell for the opportunity. They're somewhere, working a low-end job, and somebody comes in with this money, and they're like, okay, well, maybe just this once. I guarantee you there's a bunch of them that are going to come out. But I'm glad I didn't sell my soul or my ass. I deserve to be here. I earned it.
Damn.
I wrote it. I showed up on these shows and
Pause.
was professional and punctual and prepared and treated everybody there like the CEO. Yes, please. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Everything. Because I'm not as a facade. I'm grateful to be here. I love what I do. But when they poison the well with this bullshit, man. One of the biggest reasons I never wanted to say anything is because I didn't want to be the person that broke your heart. I didn't want to be the person that said that your hero, such and such, sexually harassed me for years and tried to sexually assault me. Tried. We're going to continue this conversation at some point soon. It's got to happen. So, but it's traumatic when you deal with that bullshit for years. Years of that bullshit. Years of pressure. Years of intimidation. Years of sideways comments and insults and everybody else getting a raise, everybody else getting a vacation, everybody else getting to be a part of this new show or this new thing, but because you ain't playing ball, literally and figuratively.
Oh.
I hear you, KG. I'm signing off. I've done enough. I'm tiptoeing on the fucking edge. It's Dirty Diana and I'm leaning over. I'm gonna go, y'all, before I say too much. But, yeah, no, I'm not. Thank you, God, for not making me the kind of man that's gonna fuck his way to the middle. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for standing back and letting both of us
It's a
see
hell of
who
a
I
prayer
am
to have to
and who you built.
have.
I'm gonna keep making shows and keep making films and make sure that people on my productions aren't sexually harassed and bullied and intimidated, and they don't have to deal with attempted sexual assault or inappropriate bullshit. I got you. Thank you for making me the way you made me. I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna say some shit. I just prayed, but you know me. Let me call my brother, and I gotta call McGill and check in with KG.
Yo.
I love and appreciate y'all, man. This shit just gets heavy sometimes. Life be lifing. But you carry something like this, and then you gotta deal with somebody, and they floating in your face, gloating about this or that or this or that. Like, motherfucker, you do remember, you do know the terror that you exacted upon me and multiple people for fucking years. I'm a skate. But it's the conversation is gonna be had. I guess you just gotta figure out if you're gonna accept the truth about one of your deities or not. Because it's the truth. And if I take a polygraph on TV in front of you, you'll know it. And if you hear him offering me inappropriate opportunities, you'll know it. And if you choose not to believe it, then it's on you. But it's gotta be dealt with. It's time. I love and appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get out of here before I actually spill it.
Oh yeah. That's something for real. Hold on, let me. Oh, thank you. Hold on, let me find. Hold on, let me find the other actor, cause there's one more. Don't forget, one of them was a kid. Oh shit, wow. Oh, damn. What happened to the was one of the boys that played on it? Let me see real quick. Child actor. Wasn't damn. Oh no. I'm gonna go to find it. I'm gonna pull it back up. It was a little it might be another show. I think it was the little chubby boy that used to be on the show. He was another one. You know what I mean? He was another one. But like I said, we ain't even going, it's a lot more that we can go ahead and get into. Um, I'll make sure that, I definitely get into it. But it sounds like we have another freak on the hands. And looks like with between this guy and it's another person, which I'll run a show and we'll listen to the other guy. Uh, who was a child at that time. Um, but just this is bad, y'all. And niggas shouldn't have to have prayers where they thinking God they ain't grab their ankles. Pause. This is crazy shit. Like this is crazy shit. But with that being said, man, we finna get up out of here. We could do that pretty Ricky and then we out. I fuck with the pretty Ricky. It's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you. I don't play them games, so I can't lose. Think they competition, they confused. I know love ain't fair, but playing by the rules, I don't care. My eyes said and I want you. I don't play them games, so I can't lose. Think they competition, they confused. I know love ain't fair, but playing by the rules, I don't care. My eyes said and I want you. Pretty Ricky, I'm repeating, digging deep and just feeding. Chest I feel you. I make you believe. This affirmations while you sleep. Make believe. I change what you see. And let me penetrate your I make you believe. Pretty Ricky, I'm repeating. This ain't make believe. Pretty Ricky, I'm repeating. I make you believe. The chest I feel you. This ain't make believe. This affirmations while you sleep. Make you believe. That's on my soul. And your beauty striking. Lightning bolt. I can't forget the fighting. What I know. I can find a diamond mine and a heart pure gold. Yeah, that's you. I don't play them games, so I can't lose. Think they competition, they confused. I know love ain't fair, but playing by the rules, I don't care. My eyes said and I want you. I don't play them games, so I can't lose. Think they competition, they confused. I know love ain't fair, but playing by the rules, I don't care. My eyes said and I want you. Pretty Ricky, I'm repeating, digging deep and just feeding. Chest I feel you. I make you believe. This affirmations while you sleep. Make believe. I change what you see. And This ain't make believe. Pretty freaky, take it deep and instant. I'll make you believe. Oh, I'll make you believe. To just feel your brain, make believe. There's affirmations while you sleep.